Sup guys, Defensive Lax here with a tutorial on how to make a tiger camo stencil. Now this is the very first step if you want to make your airsoft guns tiger camoed. So what I've got here are the 5 things that you need to make this stencil. You got your poster board, which I've cut up into smaller pieces to make it easier. You don't want that big bulky piece. Got a Sharpie. Now you can use a pencil, pen, whatever you want, but I find Sharpies very easily. Got a knife to cut up, go down the tight corners, much easier than scissors. You have a piece of wood, so that when you're cutting using the knife, it's not going to cut everything up, your parents don't get mad at you, things get ruined, yada yada yada. And lastly, we have this base. Now I just printed this off of Google Images, it's nothing special, you don't really need it, but if you're having problems deciding how you want yours to look like, I find these very, very helpful. Step 1 is by using the printed out image as your base. If you are, you take the Sharpie and draw the actual design that you want onto the piece of poster board. Now it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but you want it to be pretty intricate, you know, some steep corners, tight lines, you know, make it look cool. Just go ahead, you're drawing, making sure to be smart about how you do it, because you don't want to get into something that's impossible to cut out. Also, you don't want to put like circles inside of other circles and lines, because then they won't come out and you just feel like an idiot. As you can see, I've gone ahead and finished drawing the stencil for you guys, so you guys don't have to watch me drawing it. Now as you can see, you know, it's nice and flowy, you got the stripes, it's not so compact that cutting it will be impossible, but it has some nice tightness, and also you don't want to make them lines too close together, or else it'll rip easily. Now if you want to do a little logo in there, I don't know, maybe an L, if that's your last name, you can put that in there, maybe a little skull, I don't know, looks kind of cool. Pop that right in there, and then you can use that when you're going on your tracing. So after you've gotten that all done, what I need to do now is to cut it. So you take your knife and your board, and you lay your stencil on the board, taking the knife, and you just go along the lines that you've drawn and cut it out. Making sure to stay as close on the lines as you can. But again, you know, if you feel something needs to be changed, you can. And please make sure to use the board, because if you go off and you do it on like your kitchen table, I guarantee you your parents aren't going to be too happy. So as you guys can see, I have yet again skipped ahead for the sake of your sanity. I know you definitely do not want to sit here watching me cut out a piece of poster board for 10 whole minutes. So again, you cut it all out, just punch the piece that you just cut out once you're done with it, and there you got it, fresh new stencil. Now here is my old one. You can see it's a little worse for wear, covered in paint. It's got a little rip right there. And if yours ever comes to look like this, just make a new one. Now for my next video, I am going to be actually painting a gun using the stencil we just made. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later. Hope to make the new one soon.